Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Today I'm going to continue Arch's reaction. I'll save it up tonight because I'm afraid to react Arch I really need a long consumption of time, so I will do this reaction firsthand to make sure that I can continue or catch up to Arch's reaction series. So today I'll catch up to the 3 remaining videos of Arch. One is Ultra Vegito Kills Frieza, and there will be the unreleased page of Ultra Vegito versus Beerus, which started all this series, and also the next continuation of the Arch reaction manga series. So without further ado, let's just jump into Ultra Vegito Kills Frieza, Emperor of Universe 7, which I assume is based on his grudge against Beerus. But what I think is, why does he needs to bang it up on Frieza? Why don't he go to the past and he crush Beerus? Although he has killed Beerus, but he has also killed Frieza tons of times. So I don't know, why does he goes to Frieza and not goes against Beerus? So that will be our mystery of the day. But without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Let's go, let's check, and let's react. Okay, let's go 3, 2, 1, go.
So last time on Dragon Ball Super, Vegito had travelled to the past to confront Belmont, needing to know exactly why he planned to murder Jiren's family and Master. But once the shocking truth was revealed about the ritual of the gods and Beerus' involvement in Planet Vegeta's destruction, the enraged Ultra Vegito was left with more questions than answers. And in today's manga, we'll now go to any depths to gain the truth he truly desires. But before we begin, join the now over
he will go to the past. He will go to the past and he will
get to see the next parts to the story early. Yes, the next chapter to this and enjoy. So our story continues with Ultra Vegito in a frankly scary state, enraged having just heard the life-changing information from Belmont that explained exactly how Planet Vegeta was destroyed. And crucially, Lord Beerus' supposed involvement. With his body still surrounded in his mysterious black lightning, he grabs his head, complaining in pain, as if his anger itself is causing a headache. There's always something with these gods.
He is mad with the gods.
Not one god can be trusted. I'll get the truth one way or another. Just wait, Beerus. And with that said, Ultra Vegito then lifts his right arm into the air and, using his time rings, immediately opens up a dark and ominous portal to the unknown. Looking down on the planet before him and muttering, "This timeline truly is a forsaken one. If not for Jiren now, it is for me. I'll never forget those words, Belmont. Not till the day I die. I pray I never return. But at the very least, Jiren will grow up different this time around. Farewell, warrior." Meanwhile, back in the village of the
but the master has detected Ultra Vegeta's presence, right?
Remains alert and cautious as he places his arm in front of the young disciple and lets out, "Jiren, stay here. You hear me? Do not follow me. I will be back soon. But for the safety of everyone here, I need to see what that strange disturbance was." And instantly at speed, the green elderly man shoots off into the sky right towards the unsuspecting Vegeta. But as Gichin approaches closer,
he will see Ultra Vegito.
He begins to become alarmed at what he sees, muttering, "What on Doro? What is that in the sky?"
He is shocked to see the sky is like opening up a hole to switch to the other universe.
From a different angle, we see exactly what Gichin sees.
He see Ultra Vegito killing Belmont with the sky opening up.
Ultra Vegito atop a corpse with his latest time portal open right above him. What? But soon,
He is shocked to see Belmont
with his
is
sharp
dead.
eyesight, is able to make out who exactly the deceased figure on the ground is.
It's
As he
Belmont.
realizes, he whispers out, "No, it can't be. Lord Belmont!" As on the ground,
He just knowing himself as Lord Belmont, but you don't know that that Lord Belmont of yours is the one who planned to kill anyone in that village, including you, except Jiren.
lifeless, and his
But seeing this, he will thought that Ultra Vegeta is evil and
pupils
killing
missing
Belmont.
lays none other than Lord Belmont, former god of destruction of Universe 11, and apparently a good friend at some point of Gichin himself. Gichin moves in closer to verify, completely unfearful of Vegito, thinking to himself, "It's true, Lord Belmont, the god of our universe, slain by him."
He wants to crush
Enraged,
Ultra Vegito.
Gichin rushes in at Vegito with a fighting style reminiscent of an older Jiren, yelling, "You will not get away with this! Stand right there!" "You're kidding me!" But with that loud yell, Vegito finally senses the unexpectedly low power level of Jiren's master rushing towards him.
Because he's just so weak.
But unlike his first thoughts on seeing the green-skinned warrior, right now, after hearing Belmont's revelation, this couldn't be any more of a worse time to make an introduction. "Not in the mood right now, old man. Be gone!" As the angered and ticked off Fuse Saiyan then nonchalantly swipes his arm, clearly in an effort to immobilize, but not fatal. Regardless though, a powerful wave of air, like a tsunami, soon appears and heads straight for the surprised master. "What is that?" Before having even a second to dodge though, it strikes head on to the elderly teacher, sending him flying backwards like a ragdoll.
Okay.
And the distance Gichin travels seems to be far greater than expected, and when he eventually does land flat on his back, it is with enough impact, the solid ground beneath him breaks
He's
apart.
not dead, isn't he? Okay, he is
With
not
his eyes
dead.
closed,
Vegito, make
trying
sure
to let
he's
out
not
the
dead.
pain, he yells out, but no one is there to hear him. And as he struggles to open one eye, he lets out to his attacker, "I failed you, Lord Belmont. I'm sorry, Jiren." But meanwhile, an oblivious and cold Ultra Vegito, who is still reeling from his mission to gain answers, just looks down at the injured Gichin and says, "So melodramatic. I refuse to believe the so-called master of Jiren could be so weak. Get up and move, or lay down and die. It means nothing to me either way." And with those cold, ambivalent words said, Vegito disappears into the time portal, arriving in an unknown timeline, leaving Gichin behind with no one around to help treat his injuries. "Hold on, Master, I'm coming!" But in a stroke of luck, the young Jiren, who couldn't help but do something to help his master, is seen running right towards Gichin, despite his orders. "Master Gichin!" As eventually, the youngster spots his teacher, seemingly just lazing about on the ground. Tears of happiness then begin to overflow from the naive child's face, perhaps even blurring his vision, as with a big smile he yells, "Master, you're here! I knew you'd be okay. I'm sorry for disobeying you. I had to." But as he finally reaches within touching distance, Jiren finally begins to see clearer, muttering,
That he is dead.
Ma-
That he is dead. So, this time around, it's not Belmont who makes Jiren strong, but it's Ultra Vegito that makes Jiren strong. And this time, it's not Belmont to make Jiren want to take a revenge, but this time, Jiren want to take revenge against Ultra Vegito for killing his master Gichin in the alternate universe.
Master?
Who's
He
dead?
then sees tragically that Gichin, even from just the slightest of waves from
This slightest of wave is
Vegito,
just
has
dead.
died from his injuries, just like he was supposed to.
No, 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 no. Vegito, you did a wrong move twice. After you caused a perfect cell to kill your Z army, fellow Z army friend, now you did the same thing again, Ultra Vegito. You have replaced Belmont to kill the master. You said that Belmont is in the wrong because he killed the whole village including the master, but now you kill the master and make Jiren as strong as he could be, as the same as the main timeline, but this time around it's because of you and not because of Belmont. Huh.
In the original timeline.
Yeah, it's the
For a
same.
moment, the young Jiren, who is unable to comprehend what he is seeing, the first time he is even seeing death, just remains quiet. As he tries to move his body though, the writing becomes clear on the wall. As within Jiren's giant alien-like eyes, the reflection of his dead master finally becomes undoubtable. No! Master! As the young Jiren, now with tears of sadness bursting forth, yells at the top of his voice. Now once again, despite the death of Belmont, alone.
Yeah, but now again.
And the same need for vengeance in his heart to one day find his master's killer.
Which is Ultra Vegito this
Just
time.
this time, still with the entire village.
With the entire village and not. And no, Vegito just make things worse. If Belmont is just eradicating and just left Jiren. But this time around, Ultra Vegito left his entire clan to haunt him for killing his master.
To help him accomplish his mission. But somewhere out in the depths of space, the scene shifts, and the ship
There's
that we see
Frieza.
floating in the air is undisputably the ship of the Emperor of the Universe. As when we look inside, at the helm, we see Frieza in his first form, standing tall, looking out of his window onto a familiar planet as Zarbon and Dodoria, his two right-hand men, stand right behind him. But soon, a caped foot steps forward towards the door of Frieza's room. And suddenly revealing himself and walking through without fear is none other than King Vegeta. As we finally then realize the scene we are seeing is in the distant past, before the prideful king then yells out, "Frieza! It's over! Your reign of tyranny over my people ends here! We've come to overthrow you once and for all, Frost Demon!" But Frieza, hearing this, just turns around calmly and with a sinister smirk just responds, "How bold of you, King Vegeta. But we, you and who else, my dear monkey? Your army is so petrified that they're blue in the face. Perhaps you should rethink this and head back to your little castle."
It's a castle, okay.
Causing King Vegeta to immediately turn around to his men, and indeed, though they remain standing there, from the blue hue across their faces,
but they're
not one of them
frightened.
truly feels brave enough to take on the powerful Frieza before them. Fools! instantly angering the embarrassed king, who turns back angrily to Frieza, having been proven right, as he grumbles one final time. If these cowards don't have the backbone to stand up to you, then so be it. As the king of all Saiyans, it should be by my power alone that you breathe your final breaths, Frieza.
How can you if you
Prepare
cannot
yourself.
just become a Super Saiyan, King Vegeta?
Immediately,
You're
with as
too
much
weak.
conviction and ferocity as his future son, King Vegeta launches into the air, his fist cocked back, ready to attack Frieza head on. But unfortunately, just as we watched all those years ago, the king appears like a mere child before the Emperor, as his first punch misses with the slightest of movements from Frieza.
It's just so slow, man.
My, that almost hit me, Monkey King. Keep on going. I'm sure you'll land at least something. I wouldn't want you to embarrass yourself in front of your own men, would I? Shut it, Frieza! We're just getting started!
Okay.
As unyieldingly, King Vegeta
We see this, we can
prepares his
assume
another
that, oh,
attack,
Frieza is like
increasing
utilizing
his
Ultra
strength,
Instinct
but doing
versus
nothing
what?
with speed.
But it's not Ultra Instinct or what, it's
But
just
yet
because he's so
again,
slow.
Frieza with ease just dodges down and escapes. His arms still behind his
I
back.
think this is the flashback after Ultra Vegeta switched to the universe and see this Frieza.
Before, monkey. Are you sure you've had your bananas today? Maybe it's about time I fed you something else instead. As King Vegeta, who had happily been on the assault all this time, suddenly finds himself struck with fear as the powerful Frost Demon begins an attack of his own.
Oh, one attack will gone bye-bye to King Vegeta.
Oh, I can take this! What? Who the devil? What the?
It's Ultra
As
Vegeta.
simultaneously, Frieza, Zarbon, and Dodoria all react in shock.
Ultra
as
Vegeta.
suddenly appears to inexplicably save an equally shocked, and quite frankly relieved King Vegeta.
King Vegeta.
What? Who are you? Eventually leaving Frieza more angered than shocked as he looks into the eyes of the strange Saiyan-like figure, wondering if he recognizes him from anywhere. Continuing. I've never seen you among the King's elites. Don't tell me you're one of his lowly grunts. How dare you touch me, monkey? You'll die first if you're so eager to cut in line.
How can you?
Vegito, who seems on the outside calm, but most definitely still enraged on the
He's
inside,
mad.
just remains deathly silent, staring into Frieza's soul as if just to intimidate him. Let go! Let go! Meanwhile, Frieza tries his hardest to struggle and get his fist free from Vegito's grip.
But he
Eventually,
cannot.
despite being surprised that he can't break free, he then turns his head rapidly towards his two guards and yells, Dodoria! Zarbon! What the hell are you two imbeciles waiting for? Do something or die later, fools! Yes, my lord! As immediately the two visibly in fear henchmen simultaneously yell out in support, and both then mobilize
What
into their
will
respective
you
fighting
do
positions as if they
if
would
your
be
lord
ready
can do a
for
thing?
It's an insult for those two ugly weaklings to even attempt to attack me. They can die for it. Vegito then turns his look and aims towards the two elite Frieza soldiers, and with his hand raised, a shining ball of energy begins to appear on the top
Now
of his finger.
he'll crush both Zarbon and the door in one single swoop.
Until suddenly, as fast as a sniper,
Oh,
Vegeta fires
like
off
two shots.
speedy energy blasts with extreme precision, that even leave the famed Emperor surprised with the outcome. As immediately, we see the brutal impact of Vegito's attack, with both shots firing right through the skulls of the paralyzed in place Dodoria and Zarbon.
Now dead.
You, Lord Frieza! And when the angle changes, we are treated finally to the gruesome sight of both Zarbon and Dodoria, with what can only be described as bullet holes right through their foreheads, as rivers of blood drain down their stunned but lifeless faces, eventually both landing on their knees hard, until eventually smashing on the floor face first, now deceased and silent.
Now die.
There's no way.
Frieza is shocked.
Frieza now shell-shocked at what he had just seen, from a Saiyan no less, as his whole body
to be killed with one shot.
First experience of fear in decades. What power? Who is this? While King Vegeta, knowing that the stranger had protected him and was somewhat on his side, stands shocked and more impressed than anything, knowing firsthand just how powerful both Dodoria and Zarbon were.
But now this guy can just one-shot at him.
Couldn't care less though about his latest two victims, then finally turns back to Frieza and says,
because he is too weak. They're too weak.
Frieza. That was just a taste of my power. I know full well those two lug nuts were the strongest of your men. And I assure you, they won't be the only two casualties if you don't start answering my damn question.
Okay.
What? Answer your questions.
Like Frieza will answer.
Murdered his own men instantly triggers the tyrant though, as an angry
He
Frieza
is mad.
responds, "Do you have any idea who you're talking to, monkey? You will die before I answer anything." As with his
like
teeth
you
gritted
can.
in rage, and with
Like
his
you
bare
can, Frieza.
arm, he attempts to finally launch a fruitless attack at the divine Saiyan. You're going to regret that, Frieza!
One hand, swoop, bye-bye. He just crushed Frieza's hand.
With a near empty expression, as if he just through butter with a knife, swipes his arm in a flash. And
He just
instantly
swiped
dismembers
Frieza's.
the arm of Frieza in an ironic and cold callback to what the Emperor would have gone on to do to Nail.
To Nail.
My arm! What have you done? Leaving Frieza to quite rightly scream in pain as he permanently loses one of his limbs.
Oh
as
my
seemingly
god.
so easily to one of the so-called monkeys he was about to eradicate. King Vegeta, meanwhile, just stands still, infatuated with the scene of his glorified slave driver, completely defeated, bleeding profusely at the hands of a completely random warrior. As he thinks internally, this man, he is no ordinary fighter. Who is he? Is he truly this much stronger than even Frieza? This Saiyan? No, it couldn't be. Frieza, now having lost a good chunk of blood and coming to terms with the pain of Vegito's attack, then falls to the ground. His knees bent, but not touching the floor, as he's held still tightly by Vegito's unyielding grip. But the Saiyan, continuing his serious look, lets out, "Still think it's a good idea to not answer me?
Oh.
Feel free to try again. I don't mind leaving you one leg too."
Oh.
Okay.
Good answer.
I bend. What the hell do you want to know from me?
He is shocked.
As this last threat then abruptly causes Frieza to change his tune and agree to Vegito's requests, as Vegito smirks and says, "Now that's a good boy. Gotta say, there's something extremely satisfying about seeing you in this position."
Yeah, because he is loving
For
this to see
once,
Frieza.
Frieza.
He is happy
With
to
his
see
tone
that.
changed, Vegito then gets down to business and asks, "Tell me, Frieza, tell me the real reason you're staring out your
Your
window
window.
at planet Vegeta. Tell me the reason you plan on destroying it today along with all the Saiyans. Was it Beerus? Was
Oh,
the
was
god
it
of
Beerus?
destruction of this universe the one who gave you this order?"
Oh,
How? How could he know that? Frieza hearing
oh.
this is left
He's
gobsmacked,
shocked to know
almost to the
about
point
Beerus.
he forgets about the pain from his severed arm, as he thinks to
He is
himself,
shocked about Beerus.
"This is preposterous. This damn monkey couldn't possibly have heard my conversations with Beerus. Was he among my ranks this entire time? What? Beerus?" While King Vegeta has a completely different reaction, as he thinks back to his own experiences with Lord Beerus, catering to his every beck and call, being even more of a slave to him than to Frieza, as he continues. "That
Because Beerus is
monster
much
was
stronger.
working with Frieza this whole time. But why? He told me he would spare us if I obeyed him. I'll feel so foolish if this is true." But Frieza, knowing that his orders from Beerus regarding the ritual were to be top secret and not to be shared at risk of his own erasure at the hands of a god, just quickly manages to regain
He
his
is
composure.
afraid. If King Vegeta is afraid of Frieza, Frieza is
Spouts
afraid of
out
Beerus.
instead, "The god of destruction? What are you talking about? What business would a destroyer have with the likes of me? Let alone caring about a planet of lowly apes. I simply wanted these ticking time bombs gone. As you can see from their rambunctious king over there, they were always prone to rebellion. It was a
Oh,
matter of time.
okay.
And not one I wanted to wait on within my own army. Especially with the rumor going about that one day a so-called Super Saiyan would appear. Of course, if that happened, that would pose all kinds of problems for myself. So I
Huh.
decided to get rid
You're just afraid of a Super Saiyan and you don't know what this
of
warrior's
them all
capable
here and
about,
now.
Frieza.
If you hadn't stopped my punch, he'd be dead already. That is the truth of the situation. Happy now, monkey?" "The truth? That's what you call the truth, Frieza?
That's not the truth.
I
He,
warned you." As Vegeta
because Vegeta already knows the truth about the ritual and everything, so he will then believe what Frieza is talking about.
hearing this becomes wide-eyed, as the entire ship itself
He
begins
is
to
mad.
vibrate under his rising frustration until,
He's crushing Frieza.
as Vegito, without a second's thought and with true intention on his face, slams his fist into Frieza's skull as hard as possible, leaving the Emperor not only bloodied up, but with his teeth now missing and flying out as he yells once more in complete agony, only able to mutter, "Why? I told you! I promise!" But now angrier than ever at Frieza's insolence, even in this situation, the Saiyan yells, "I said the truth, Frieza! This is your final chance! One more lie, and I send you to the next dimension! You know
Oh,
as well as I do. You don't give a damn about the legend of the Super Saiyan. You don't believe it for a second, and even if you did, tell me why you would so conveniently plan on letting Prince Vegeta, Saiyan with one of the highest power levels at birth, survive. And why do you even plan on keeping him within your army to grow even stronger?
stronger.
Does that sound like it makes any sense to you, Frieza? Just try and deny what I've said, and I'll make sure you die a death far worse than Beerus could
Could
ever
ever
give
give
you.
you.
Stop! Frieza, though, in fear at this point, places his
Hmm.
bloody half-arm out in a futile effort to cover himself, before conceding further. Okay, it's true! It's true! I'll tell you the truth. This is pointless, and it seems you know everything already.
Yeah, right.
And for a little while, there is silence on board the Frieza ship, until finally, Frieza begins the real explanation. Looking to the ground, as if trying to recount hidden memories, the Emperor lets out, "Yes, it is as you said. Beerus the Destroyer, the most powerful being in this universe, a god, demanded the destruction of planet Vegeta, one of my own enslaved planets that proved profitable time and time again.
Yeah.
Those battle-hungry monkeys working for me. Of course, I couldn't say no,
Because he is much
but it was
stronger.
supposed to be his job. Yet he forced me to do it. A favor I had to do in exchange for him letting me continue my affairs. Some of which was destroying planets myself. An act destroyers apparently can...
Yeah. Because an act that destroyers meant to do, not Frieza.
sometimes see as encroaching on their turf. But it's true. For whatever reason, he asked me to spare the prince before I destroyed planet Vegeta. So I sent that twerp and his weakling men off on a mission not too long ago in preparation for this day.
Because he wants to spare Vegeta to become the next God of Destruction.
I was told to raise him and hone his battle skills. I didn't get it at first, since the monkey would hardly ever even reach the level of my Ginyu force, let alone become a challenge for Beerus. But I did it anyway. After all, there's not much else I could say, but yes to that damn destroyer. And that's really all I know.
Oh yeah. Frieza don't know anything because he don't know about the ritual of the God of Destruction.
Response, a look of gloom then strikes the king's face, as his earlier fears become confirmed, thinking to himself, "What? Vegeta? What business would Lord Beerus want with him? What is the meaning of this?" But meanwhile, Vegeta remained in silence, with a surprisingly more calm look, as if he was expecting the reply and now was just absorbing it mentally until he finally says,
Okay.
"I knew it. Thank you, Frieza."
It's
With
Beerus.
that said, Vegeta then politely lets go of Frieza's one remaining fist, leading to the Emperor yelling ecstatically, "Finally!" But just as Frieza finishes, Vegito silently changes
And he will
his hand
Hakai.
position to that
He
of
will
a flat
Hakai.
palm in front of the confused Frieza.
He will Hakai
He
Frieza.
mutters, "Huh? Monkey?
You
What
still
are you
dare to
doing?"
call monkey?
Hakai! As instantly, in a cold move expected of the
He don't
God
care,
Killer,
man.
with fury in his heart, Vegito shouts out at the top of his lungs, ironically, the signature move of Beerus himself. Erasing the downright confused Frieza on the spot, and almost instantly, so fast, the Dark Emperor couldn't even move an inch or say a word. Until in the end, before Vegito and the shocked King Vegeta in the background is just
He's
the
crushing
dusty,
Vegeta.
vile
Frieza, sorry.
of Lord Frieza.
Okay,
With
so
this
now
timeline,
the stories are
never
getting complicated, guys. Going to Vegeta, going to Universe,
What?
GT,
Frieza!
and everything. What?
Defeated him! Leaving the king truly wondering if he was dreaming or if this was really reality. But that was it for today's video, guys.
Okay.
If you made it this far, leave me a hashtag.
Okay,
Frieza.
let's just go check it out on the Unreleased page first.
Ready, Beerus? This is what you wanted, right? Get
Okay.
on with it, Saiyan.
So now Beerus, Ultra Vegito fighting Beerus.
You take more off the goku than brain tonight. Try again, brat. Keep your guard up, Saiyan. What the?
Okay.
So much for being a challenge. You two truly are a disappointment. I ought to destroy you for wasting my time.
Oh.
It's not over.
He's mad.
Ori.
Bersin tenggorokan gatal. Bila?
Okay, so now the stories go on with Frieza is now destroyed in what alternate timeline, and then now we're focusing on the battle. Like, man, it's just a minute, so it's just like, so it's basically just this. Okay, so yeah, so basically we saw the end of that battle, and it proceeds to the God Killer series, and now let's just go to the next. Ultra Vegito meets Ultra Gogeta, and this is the video that I'm looking for. After he decapitated and hakai Frieza, what will he do against Beerus, and why does he meet Ultra Gogeta? Or will he go to Ultra Gogeta's universe to meet Beerus? Or what?
Ultra Vegito staring in deep thought at the space that once occupied Frieza, the Emperor of Universe 7.
After he got Frieza, he
erasing
wants to
him from
get
existence.
Beerus, I think.
Now in his place are just the final fragments of dust that once made up the Frost Demon of the Namek Saga. But also standing watching the same spot is the nothing short of stunned and speechless King Vegeta, who can only think to himself, Frieza! He's gone! This isn't a dream! We're free! We're finally free! But soon enough, his
You're
attention
finally
is
free
turned
of
to the
Frieza,
stranger
but you're not
assailant
free of
in the room
Beerus.
with him, who he can only assume is on his side as he asks, Young warrior, you've managed to do what our people have dreamed of doing for decades. Tell me, who are you? Are you one of my men? I can't help but feel I've seen you somewhere. But Vegito, who almost channels the Vegeta side of himself, quickly turns his head and quips back, No, I'm not one of your men. But I guess I'm a Saiyan. A Saiyan you sent off to an innocent planet to take over. And I'm also the Saiyan that just saved your entire planet from being wiped off the face of the universe. So I'd say you owe me a little favor. The king, hearing this, is more than thrilled. His suspicions over Frieza's killer being a Saiyan finally confirmed as he roars back ecstatically, I knew it! Of course power like that had to come from our elite warriors. And
He's just so confident.
Yes, you have saved us, my young friend. I am completely indebted to you. You must know just how long we have been utterly enslaved by that monster. First by King Cold, and then by his even worse son. Name your prize, Saiyan. Any planet you desire.
What planet that Vegeta wants?
Rule over. Their women, all yours to do as you please.
women.
But
Like
instantly
Vegito
on
care
hearing
about
this,
that.
an angry scowl appears across the face
Like
of Vegeta,
Vegito care about
thoroughly
that.
unimpressed with the king's response as he replies, "Listen, old man, if I wanted a planet, do you really think I'd need a weakling like you to get it?"
He is that strong to annihilate Frieza. If he wants a planet, why he needs you?
What makes
That's
you
totally
think
right.
you can just turn up at any planet uninvited and take it for yourselves? How does that make you any different from this monster you called Frieza? You may be mortal, but you're just as bad as the gods.
Oh,
Gods?
oh.
Which immediately leaves the king once again stunned in fear, as he too senses the change in atmosphere, but doesn't quite realize what he had said wrong. After all, weren't all Saiyans at this time bloodthirsty warriors and planet conquerors? But it's not long before Vegito then goes on to coldly explain what he truly desires, saying, "What I want? No. What I command you to do is
What I
never
want.
set foot on another planet again.
Oh.
Your days of plundering and stealing other planets is over. Frieza's tyranny has ended, and so you have no reason anymore. Being a warrior race is no excuse. Get rid of your damn tails that make you lose control in the moonlight and stick to yourselves from now on. Fight for good. Defend the weak who can't protect themselves from the likes of Frieza.
How can?
Break the cycle. Don't exploit them the same way he did to you." What? That's
What?
absurd.
Wow. How can
Of course,
they be
immediately
so
after hearing
nice
this,
like
the king
Goku?
can barely even believe what he just heard, and from a fellow Saiyan no less, as he responds back, "What do you mean, remove our tails? Are you sure you're a Saiyan? That is the source of our power. For millennia, we have had them. We have these specifically for taking over planets. No population alive can handle us once we transform. We may not have Frieza forcing us anymore, but traveling to other planets to take them over is how we survive." His face then changes to one of confusion as he continues, "Young man, you do know our very planet itself, now called Vegeta, was once called Planet Plant until we came. Planetary takeover is steeped in the Saiyan way. I'm afraid I cannot honor your request. I will not give up the power or the tradition of my people."
My people.
But Vegito, hearing this, is completely unwavered in his demands, saying, "Yes, I know that already, King. After you fools destroyed Planet Sadala. And how exactly did you do that? By transforming en masse to those Uzaru beasts, destroying the very planet that was your own." Huh? Sadala? How would you know about that? Only the Saiyan elites should know that information. But while King Vegeta remains surprised, Vegito turns around quickly and continues, "But fine, if you're so adamant on not changing, then I guess there's no hope for you or the rest of your people.
So he will.
If power is what you seek, then allow me to show you what true power is."
So he will
Wait,
kill King
stop!
Vegeta?
As Vegito then callously brings a flat palm towards the king's face, in almost an identical way to
Like
how he
he
did to
killed-
Frieza moments earlier, just before erasing him forever. What is...
Oh.
But instantly, within the
It's-
mind of King Vegeta, we then see what Vegito was truly doing. As rushing through
Oh, he is not eradicating King Vegeta, but he is showcasing that he is not showing that he is Goku and Vegeta, but he is showing he's a guy named Vegito, where he has this power of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and even Ultra Instinct, and even more. So he showcases that you don't need to use your tail, but you can utilize the Super Saiyan power and become even stronger.
In an instant are the memories and knowledge of each of the Super Saiyan forms, from Super Saiyan 1, 2,
Super Saiyan 2,
3, God, and then finally Blue.
Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Blue, God and Blue. And he showcases that to make sure that King Vegeta knows that he don't need to use their tail anymore.
Abruptly, King Vegeta then drops to his knees. That was the true power of the Saiyans? That is what we are capable of? Leaving the Royal Saiyan wide-eyed and in complete disbelief as his body begins to profusely sweat as he takes in the massive information Vegito had just imparted into him. Vegito, though, now done with what he wanted to do, walks away as he places 2 fingers on his forehead, readying his instant transmission, until he finally lets out one final command to Vegeta. Remember what I said, old man. I'll be sure to check in on you one day. But one more thing before I go. In around 40 years from now, Beerus will be back.
Wow. In around 40 years, Beerus will be back. 40 years, huh? So he warned, Vegeta warned him about Beerus, yeah. Because at that time, 40 years, it will be Battle of Gods, where he will appear along with Whis and with Vegeta in search of a Super Saiyan God. But this time around, King Vegeta already knew about the Saiyan transformation, so I think the plot will go underway as usual, but let's just see.
And he'll be looking for a Super
Saiyan God.
Don't you dare let him walk all over you again.
So in 40 years, you need to train to at least achieve Super Saiyan God to crush Beerus.
Use what I showed you to full effect.
And you trained yourself hard.
Will regret it. And just like that, then vanishes. Before then eventually reappearing outside the ship, back in space, curiously with his hand out, ready to stop a certain speeding Saiyan spaceboat. Ouch! But once
with Goku inside the space pod
reaches a complete halt on the palm of Vegito's hand, we can see exactly who is inside. And it is none other than the young Kakarot, otherwise known as our hero Goku, who had just been sent off to Earth by his parents in hopes of saving his life. Who are you? Dad? The young Saiyan, who still has tears on his eyes from his premature goodbye to his family, just wonders who the strange red-tinted character he can see outside the thick crimson glass of the pod is. But Vegito, looking down with a smile, recognizing himself, just says assuringly, "Oh, Kakarot, you didn't change much at all when you grew up, did you? It's like looking at Goten all over again. Sit tight, little one. This time, you won't need to bump your head." And just like
so he goes to Earth with instant transmission.
That, Vegito vanishes once again. Then appearing finally back on the ground of what is presumably planet Vegeta. As two
so he goes back to his parents.
Figures watch on
not to the Earth.
As one of them says, "Hey, Bardock, look over there." As we finally then see who the duo are. As they are revealed, of course, to be Bardock and Gine, the mother and father of...
Wait, before we continue, man, I mean like this time around, Arch is finally making a little slow down in terms of the story, because usually we see action, boom, 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 Vegito killing, but this time we'll take it slow. I kind of love this after all the action we've been
Pure
through.
confusion comes over their faces as they see their son, who they just sent off, seemingly back now with a strange, topless older man, leaving Bardock to question. Huh? Kakarot? What the hell is going on here, Gine? I don't know. Huh? Vegito, though, is left equally confused at who the two Saiyans looking at
Because
him
he
are,
sees
thinking,
Gina and Bardock.
who are they? Wait, that man, isn't that Kakarot's? Before eventually, a smile comes across the few Saiyan's face when he finally realizes the
That's his
unmistakable
parents.
resemblance between Bardock and Goku. As he
That's
lets
his
out,
parents.
look at that hair. That's Kakarot all over. So that's my mother. Go figure. She reminds me of Chi-Chi. Hey, you there! Huh? But with their identities figured out, the confident Vegito then quickly and without warning shouts out to them, while at the same time opening up a new time portal. And as Vegito leaves, with comedically just half his body sticking out, and with a big grin, he says,
Like Goku.
just to let you two know, Frieza is dead.
Oh, Frieza is
And your
dead.
planet is safe. Young Kakarot doesn't need to be sent off. Take care of him, okay? He's going to be a real surprise. A heck of a lot more than Raditz, at least. Goodbye, mother, father. Before finally then leaving.
They're
But of
shocked.
course, that final line leaves the young mother
Father and mother like,
confused
huh?
than anything
How
now, as she's
can my
left
son
muttering
be
to
so
her
old?
husband, Bardock, did he just call us mother and father? But meanwhile, back with Vegito, a time portal opens in yet another unknown timeline, and the Saiyan softly steps out with a thud. As he looks around, we see he's on a crumbled and battle-scorched ground. White familiar tiles with clouds nearby. And as the scene
Hyperbolic
zooms
tongue
out,
timber.
we finally observe that Vegito is back on Earth, standing on a Kami's lookout that has seen better days. Vegito looks around carefully, but notices something is definitely off, letting out, it looks like the time rings took me exactly where I wanted. This has to be the universe I left Goku and
Oh, yeah. This is he wants to go back to the universe where he meets the Goku and Vegeta from GT, and there is Beerus, because he wants to meet Beerus.
Gogeta to battle Beerus in. Looks like the Earth is still intact, so at least there's that. Then surely, that means that they found a way to win. They must have underestimated how strong those two became training with me. But if that's the case, where are they then? We don't even sense Dende or Popo. Vegito, still wondering, then walks down slowly over to the edge of the lookout, looking down onto the earth, before he then closes his eyes and begins trying to sense the presence of either of the two Saiyans. It takes him a while, but eventually he realizes, no, there's nothing. Vegito, now forlorn and filled with a feeling of regret, realizes that neither Goku nor Vegeta's energies remain anymore on Earth.
Because
And
he's
realizing
gonna
this,
meet the
sobs
fusion of
internally,
the...
they aren't on this plane anymore. I was foolish to believe they were ready for him. But I needed to get back to my mission. Beerus must have destroyed them in the end. But I don't understand. Why is Earth still here? Will this planet be saved by those two freaks in every timeline just for its food? I wouldn't put it past them. But whatever happened to Gogeta, I guess that'll just be one more question I ask Beerus about. With that said, Vegeta then places two fingers on his forehead and looks to his right, trying to lock on to a certain deity, whispering, "I'm coming for you, Beerus."
Oh.
Before then immediately vanishing once more to a location we can all guess.
He's going
Eventually
to
arriving at a
Beerus's
familiar
home
divine planet with an
with
even more
whis.
familiar set of legs and dress standing in front.
With whis there.
Huh? And who just might you be? As is revealed, of course, to be the angel attendant of Universe 7, Whis. But not soon after questioning Vegito, the angel in all his wisdom begins to put things together and thinks inside. Wait a minute. A mortal knowing the location of the gods.
Oh.
And there's no doubt he seems a Saiyan in stature. Could this be? But the impatient Vegito, who hasn't got time to be waiting for Whis' approval, just yells out commandingly, "Whis! Cut it out with that silent treatment. I'll tell you who I am in due time, my friend. But first, you tell me where your damn
Damn
destroyer
destroyer is. Oh, damn destroyer.
That cat. Especially after what you two did to Son Goku and Vegeta. Ah, I remember now. You're the one who was with Gogeta-san when we first arrived on Earth, aren't you? Of course you are. Look at those time rings on your right hand, and even those angel-grade Potara
too.
Curious.
Oh.
I'm glad you've come, because I'm sure the god of destruction of this universe would like to have a word with you too.
Ooh,
You should be
okay.
ready just about now. And just like that, Whis then taps the end of his staff into the ground, in a similar fashion to how he would normally reverse time. But instead, this time, immediately, the
Pyramid of Power
is summoned right before Whis and Vegeta. Its door closed, but clearly a menacing energy already begins
which is
to
Beerus
emanate
or
from
Gogeta inside.
the door then slowly opens,
Is
and a figure
Gogeta or
shrouded
Beerus?
in what seems dark electricity comes out, but it's too far for our eyes to decipher whether it is truly Beerus until...
Oh, it's
40
Gogeta.
years already, Whis?
Oh, it's
Make it
Gogeta,
sound
it's not
like
Beerus.
can't age anymore. Time will never feel the same, will it?
It's Gogeta.
As suddenly, it is revealed to be an Ultra Gogeta that walks out confidently, covered in the dark, ominous electricity we once thought was synonymous with only Vegeta. And most notably, around his chest
With
is the god,
God of Destruction.
gods. God of Destruction, Ultra Gogeta has arrived on the battlefield.
And not Vegeta.
What? What is
He's
that?
so.
It's like looking into a mirror. No, wait.
It's
That
Gogeta.
couldn't be them, could it? While Gogeta just smirks at his old training partner and replies, "Oh, it's me, Vegito. Just a little different. You know, just stronger than you now."
Oh, stronger.
Vegito quickly, though, manages to calm himself, now more bewildered by Gogeta's appearance rather than his energy, as he asks, "Well, that misplaced confidence definitely tells me this is you alright, Gogeta. But what's with the new look? Trying to copy my style? I miss the old you. That red hair and fur was starting to
Oh, because he is utilizing Super Saiyan 4, but after learning more about Whis, he's utilizing Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, and he disregarded the Super Saiyan 4.
But Gogeta, who is seemingly very much enjoying the interaction, just folds his arms and replies, "Me overconfident? I must have picked that up from you. But then again, I'm not the same man you trained with earlier, and I'm nowhere near as naive. Can you really not figure out why I look this way now? For 40 years now, I've been training, both separately and together, Goku and Vegeta. Now that I have risen to the rank of God of Destruction, I no longer age. I can train for as long as I want and as much as I want. A Saiyan's dream, you could say. And in that time, we mastered all the same forms you showed us in the hyperbolic time chamber. From God to even blue and further beyond. Hearing this, Vegeta appears almost impressed, closing his eyes with a smile and replying,
He's happy with that?
So you did defeat that damn cat after all. What a shame. I had some business with him. But I guess it's no surprise when you managed to master the God form on your own, no less. You have no idea the kind of hurdles we had to go through to do the same. Kakarot needed 5 other Saiyans, for God's sake. Well, for starters, he wasn't on his own.
Oh,
and what business do you have with me, Saiyan?
Beerus is coming.
That voice! As suddenly, a powerfully deep voice from behind Gogeta calls out, instantly triggering something deep inside Vegeta.
He's training.
As he looks beyond Gogeta and yells out, "Who was that? Show yourself now!"
Beerus.
My. Now that is no way to talk to a former god.
Ooh.
As shockingly, behind Gogeta
is
in
Beerus.
fact revealed Beerus, still alive and surprisingly also coated in the same ominous black lightning of Gogeta and Vegito. As Gogeta, smirking and looking to his apparent training partner, then says, "Nice entrance, Lord Beerus, but I was hoping to surprise him later. He seems to be under the impression I defeated him. That would have been fun, wouldn't it?"
Oh.
Not even in your dreams, kid. But Vegito, meanwhile, is far from being in the same jovial mood as the other 2 gods, as instantly he swings his arms back and readies himself to attack, yelling, "Beerus! You're still alive! Perfect! Now it's time you told me the truth! And don't worry, this time I'll mean it when I kill you!"
Oh, but there's Gogeta.
It's like you haven't changed a bit, Vegito. As suddenly, in a shock twist, Ultra Gogeta then appears instead right in front of the shocked Vegito, intercepting him from getting any closer to the former destroyer, as he says, "And just what are you trying to do now, Vegito? I don't think me and you are done with our reunion yet." What are you doing? Leaving Vegito not only angered, but also puzzled as to Gogeta's confidence to get in his way. As he responds, "Get out of my way, Gogeta! I don't want to hurt you, but you know I will if I have to. You're protecting the wrong..."
But this time Gogeta is strong.
Remember who I am. That monster has done more to you than you know. If you give me a second, I'll make him admit it in front of you.
Oh.
This comment from Vegeta, though, seemingly sparks the interest of Gogeta. He replies, but it's not quite clear if he's being sarcastic or not, saying, "Really? Lord Beerus a monster? Tell me more, why don't you? And then maybe I'll think about letting you attack
my teacher. Oh, teacher.
Fine! And Vegito, hearing this, then lifts his arm ecstatically and indeed begins explaining the truth of Beerus, saying, let's start off with teacher. What a lie that was. Would a teacher be the one responsible for the complete annihilation of your home planet and species? Yes, that wasn't just Frieza, but instead Beerus himself who gave him the go-ahead. He's the one who commanded Planet Vegeta's destruction.
Oh.
The worst part about it was just so you could become what you are now. So you could become the damn next god of destruction.
Oh.
I don't blame you, as you didn't know when you played right into his trap. Do you understand? And for a moment, there is silence as Gogeta takes on the information until...
He's mad.
Oh man,
he's
you're
loving.
Great. You really are too good at making these fictional stories up. Oh, Vegito. Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. And I'm not falling for this bullcrap anymore. And with a stark change in...
Oh yeah, because the first time Vegito is wrong. Vegeta tells that there's a pink blob. But it's not a pink blob, it's Beerus who comes. So he doesn't believe Vegito. Although this time, Vegito is really saying the truth.
In expression, Gogeta then goes on with a serious look. Isn't it funny how you now call him Beerus? What happened to that other lie you told me about him being called Monarcha? Remember that, Vegito? How he was a demon who destroyed your version of Earth in your time.
He lied about
that.
that.
When I told Beerus about that, he actually gave me the pleasure of meeting the real Monarcha in person. What a nice guy he truly was. As you can imagine, after that, things didn't quite add up in the story you told me.
It's not about the pink blob and
Got
everything.
Anything to say about that, friend?
Because he lied about that. But this time he's saying the truth. But he's saying the...
caught out over his lies, instantly looks dejected, defeated mentally before anything as he looks at the ground with gritted teeth and just grumbles, damn it! I know it looks bad, but that's not what I meant! I can explain, Gogeta!
Gogeta don't care anymore.
Any more can be said, Gogeta suddenly powers up.
Gogeta doesn't care anymore.
Within his Ultra form, as he
Can Ultra Vegito crush Ultra Gogeta and explains what he truly states, what he truly meant?
Son Goku himself.
Let's see.
Out, no explanation needed right now. You're a Saiyan, right? So we'll talk this out the only way we Saiyans know how. With our fists.
Oh.
Sound good to you, Vegito? What power! This is just like mine!
Vegito.
Reacting to Gogeta's power-up, initially can only cover up his face from the pushback of the Saiyan's energy. But within seconds, the Primal Saiyan's battle urge awakens in Vegito.
But he is happy.
Is revealed once he brings his arm down until suddenly... Vegito too in unison then immediately transforms into his Ultra form. His body surrounded in a thunderous aura, now poignantly in the signature battle stance of Vegeta. And with a smirk on his face, he lets out finally... You know, you might be just one god I'll feel bad for killing.
Oh.
So be it, Gogeta. Show me what you can do. But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this
Oh,
far,
this is
leave me a
bad
hashtag.
cliffhanger. I want to see this battle coming forward fast. Oh
Ultra
my god.
Gogeta in the comments
Ultra
down below.
Gogeta
Let
fighting
me know
Ultra
who you think
Vegito.
wins and how.
Wait,
You can
Baba.
find out.
I know if Vegito can win against Gogeta, he can explain and show Ultra Vegito what really does happen with Frieza and everything. This is awesome. This will be awesome.
Right.
But if Ultra Vegeta loses and Gogeta wins, I don't think that will go the case, because if that's going to the case, how can the remaining gods and how can it reach Zeno and the Grand Prix as well?
Now, my support is available.
Let's just see, but for now,
Century.
this is just freaking awesome. The plot, the surprises, the cliffhangers, the way, the incorporations of switching to multiverses, to alternate timelines, and for me, this is just awesome. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet again in the next reaction video. Bye.